Hey guys, want to do a quick little review over the Banks Phantom 3 blind. We're sitting in it here for the first time in 2022 for the season, and I've been really impressed. I ended up putting it up, I think two or 3 weeks ago. I had a whole bunch of Bass Pro credit card points, and I saw this thing. I thought, this ought to be a good one to look at. I've always been intrigued with like the bark looking. Outside of these things, I've always, enjoyed the seeing inside of them, and I really like this round atmosphere. The thing, this is the Phantom 3. They make, I believe a Phantom 4, which would be a little bit bigger than this, but this actually really works out pretty good. It's 50, it's a little over 5 foot long, 64 inches. So, you've got plenty of room here for 2 people. It may get a little bit tight. I'm right around 250 pounds, but I can fit. I can definitely feel like I could get another person in here. Now shooting off angle may be a little tight, but it can do it. I positioned this blind to be able to shoot out these 2 windows. Archery, if I needed to move around, I think I could. It's got a real nice padded floor on there. It is 80 inches tall. The ventilation looks like it's pretty nice. There's one here at the top and the one directly below here. The biggest thing about these blinds is you're able to keep your scent in there. We've got an east wind this evening. This blind is specifically here for deer moving out to our big agriculture fields and targeting them right here with that an east wind. And I could probably get away with the north wind. Just because I'll be enclosed running the ozonics there. But on this blind, the way that we set this thing up, we've got it on 4x4 by 6 foot, and then we've got cross beams there, and I think they're 8 foot long, all treated lumber. There's cross beams on each one of them. So basically you got 4 main beams, and then you got cross beams, 4 of those, and then ladder wise, I'm still kind of up in the air on what I'm going to do with the ladder here. I think I can definitely make one, but right now I'm actually using the pallet that it came on, and it's working actually pretty good. I'm elevated enough where I feel like the deer really aren't going to be looking up in here. I've actually had quite a few videos already on the Tacticam XB sitting right here on solar, and deer just walking through here like it's nothing, so it's almost like they just think it's another tree, and I think it's going to work out really good. The windows there, they're 14 inches wide, so you really got a lot of clearing room, right, to be able to clear, because I can probably swing out and probably cover 15 yards per window here, left to right, and then I think they're around 34 inches tall. So if you really needed to shoot upwards or down, you could definitely do it. I'm thinking like this angle, basically right down here, I wouldn't have any kind of problem, shooting an animal there. So, it's I've been really impressed with it. I really look forward to getting in here, hunting during the the colder parts of the season. When we get those easterly winds, got a lot of big deer, moving through here, and just really look forward to it. So, kind of the way that we set this thing up is I really wanted to put the blind right here, and I ended up setting the blind up using my UTV winch. So basically I had a big tree behind me. I set the blind right here. I got the 4x4s in there. I did drill the holes, and they do come. The blinds do come with this little bitty pack here. I just recently got another one just to have an extra, but use those bolts and drive those 4x4s in there if you're going to be using them. And then the bow hanger. The bow hanger is pretty nice. It is made by Banks, the one I've got here. I ended up having to flip the bottom part where you actually hanger, and then I put a cloth on it, just because I've got that double axle bow, and it just just seem like, I've got it hanging right here right now, and I can lift it up and down. It works out really well. So definitely, check those things out. The one thing I will touch on that I felt like it was kind of lacking, as it didn't include, was actually a shelving unit. Now that does come with a gun shelf. It's a small shelf, and I'll be getting that here pretty quick installed. But to run them personally, I've got my 4th Arrow camera gear here, so I ended up having to take a 2x4 and a 1x1 and 1x4 and kind of rig up something. I've got my camera arm right now rocking and rolling, so you can adjust these things. This blind, you're able to actually paint the outside of it. I was reading up on it, and it just overall, I'd be a really great blind to get in there. So if you guys are looking at any kind of manufactured blinds there, check out Banks Blinds, those Phantom series. They're the tinted aspect of it. I mean, those deer really can't see a whole lot in here, and I think it's, again, it'll work out really well. So hopefully this helps you guys out on blind selection there. Like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best luck on your upcoming hunt.